The EC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, it is Sunday early afternoon, and I guess that counts it. Still is a Sunday coffee vlog. I usually do the coffee vlogs in the morning, but sometimes, and this has been the case for the last few weeks, my first son and the family come over and they spent the night here. So in the morning I get up, so this morning I got up early and I made pancakes and a proper breakfast, put it that way. So with sausages and bacon and, well, I made eggs and, like I say, a recipe of pancakes in this case with my home ground home grinded flour. So it was a mixture of wheat, dingleberry, and oats. Yeah, so that was pretty good. Yeah, so we had time to kind of brunch. Now let me see. You can probably see, or if I show it to you, we've had some snow. Actually, on Friday we had a pretty bad snowstorm. It was not very fun on the roads. I'm glad I didn't have to go on the road, but I took 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours to clean the yard and in front of the house where the buses pass and the town people had cleaned the roads, but of course that all stayed in front of our yard. So I had to, manage it. We could get into our yard without, having a problem and so on. So yeah, it was a big job. 2 hours. Yeah. And yet, yesterday we had, like I say, we had the kids over and we played and we sledded. Let me see if I can show this to you. If you look over there, you'll see two sleds. One is a toboggan, as we call it in Canada. That one actually came from Canada, and the other one was what they call the Davos sled, so the Swiss model. And hidden behind there, we've got a couple plastic ones, which the kids love, and they're actually quite handy for going around down little hills. So that was part of the exercises yesterday. The first day, the snow would have been not bad for snowmen, or snow people, as people like to say today. But we didn't, because I was cleaning. And the second day, it was kind of too cold, because right now it is, well, this morning it was -7 Celsius, and now it's something like -2, I guess. So, just under freezing. So the snow is holding out. But what is interesting is that, like on this side, like the sun is coming, and you can see it dripping off the water dripping off the pavilion. So that's nice and bad, because it's going to freeze again and it's going to be nice and slippery. Us old people don't like it when it's icy. For those of you who are around my age, by the way, I have a pair of kind of studs that you can put on the bottom of your boots so that I don't slip. I really, really like that, actually. Except that if you go into a store and there's like a marble style or marble style flooring, then all of a sudden they're slippery again, and you tap along like if you had tap dance shoes. But it's pretty good. Like I say, us older people enjoy it. Enjoy the fact that we might not fall. Yeah. Oh. It was playing around with the kids yesterday. Nevertheless, does make me realize that I am getting older. Pulling the kids in the sled, they're getting heavier. The younger one is in a phase where it's grandpa everything right now. So, reading him stories and doing little puzzles with him. The older one comes and goes. I mean, they're both very affectionate, but the other one is in his grandpa phase right now. So I guess I better take it while it's passing, before I become like the old guy that I don't know. I think especially with the grandchildren, there is something different. Not that, of course, I didn't have a good relationship with my kids. I did, but I think everybody who's been a grandparent, you're not you don't have to be the big disciplinarian like the parents do, So that's something that's nice to not have to do that. That doesn't mean that you got to go along with the parents, put it that way. But at the same time, the bad guy is them. Oh, I do remember actually when we were kids, we used to, I don't think we did it purposely, but we did in the time kind of play the grandparents against the parents. What I mean by that is that, like, let's say my parents would say something, but I had asked my grandmother before, and she was okay with it. And I would tell my mom, well, Grandmama said that we could do it. She'd get annoyed because she'd say, I don't care what Grandmama said. I'm your mother. But it was kind of amusing because you'd see my dad. Of course, it was his mother at the time. I mean, it was his mother. So he was not the one that he would kind of like squirm a little bit. Yeah, I think kids naturally know how to do that. I've seen it actually already with our grandkids when they want something, and I've noticed they've asked their parents and their parents said no to something, that both of them are pretty much the same. They'll come over to me and ask me the same thing out of the earshot, or at least what they think is out of earshot, but usually they aren't. But I did get told this morning by my wife, Mrs. DC, you're not saying the same thing as the parents. So, anyway, it's one of those things. Yeah, so anyway, having said that, I think that'll be all for today. Just a little chat. And I'll have to go and see if there's anything new as far as tags go. Because I have been making, not that many. I usually make about 2 in the week, but I haven't checked out. I was really, really busy. I mean, really busy the last few weeks. Those retired busy people. That where I was. Well, every year I make a calendar with the pictures of the year and make a mosaic. So I had to finish that off because I wanted it off soon. And I'm gonna have to think about my yearly Christmas letter, which I haven't started. How did I do all those things before? I don't know. Okay, DC signing off. Take care, everybody. Have a good Sunday. Bye-bye.